You
Well,
don't.
I'm so glad to see you.
You're fasting. You're fasting.
Skate coffee.
You're fasting.
You didn't skate coffee next time.
Really?
0 calories. You already had 30 calories.
You had 100. Does matcha have calories?
No.
Are you lying?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
We're gonna fast.
Oh, you're doing the fast today?
Yeah, starting today.
You heat up these cheese. And the fast starts 15 minutes.
After this.
You didn't commit to the fast with you?
He's the one that suggested it. He's the one that suggested it. Jordan, let me see it. Let me see a breakdown. Let me see. You about to. Oh shit! I didn't even have to say much. Yeah, that's it.
Close the road. See you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
I'm taking the vlogging to heart. There is a $10 person charge to hike. They're commoditizing nature. Oh, y'all gonna have to hustle me down for that 10. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, that's just a scarecrow. That's trying to get you not to hike it. That's all. That's crazy, bro. I've done this. I've been here for 12 years doing this trail, and I've never thought I'd see a day where it says you must pay via Venmo. Like, that was probably just some random kid trying to hit a fucking lick, bro. He said, you know what? Let's create a Venmo that says River Place Trail Walk, and then put a sign and see how many silly suburb people who question nothing are gonna pay up $10, bro, just because they want to follow the rules. Hell no. You know what I was thinking about is all the times I had persistent injuries for years, and I thought I tried everything. I'm talking about, okay, stretch it out. Okay, never stretch it out. All right, strength train it. All right, that shit was sensitive. Don't do that. Rest. Okay, no more rest. Eventually, what I found out, it wasn't that I was not including some of the right shit. It was like I had no clue on the nuance and the in-between and how to do it. And either one of two things happened. I really had to almost give up, and something in life had to change where I was imbalanced in my like health and sleep or fucking stress. And the state of who I was feeling shifted, and then all of a sudden things started to make sense and feel better. Or I had to kind of give up on my idea of what I knew about it, and then I found like a new teacher or somebody who had a weird angle of it I would have never imagined. That's what happened with Cadorziani in the back of my knee. Same with the back. Did all the back shit you're supposed to do. Then I stopped doing that, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking stretch it. And I spent a week dead ass yanking on my spine in every direction, almost paralyzed me. And then I said, okay, I'm never gonna move my back. And we know how that goes. And I had to wait and pretty much give up. And then found Ben Patrick, who was the first to really popularize the idea of direct, deliberate, graded exposure. Like, do a little bit, rest a long time, do a little bit, but on sensitive areas that you're told to avoid. And I was like, okay, I could apply that to the back. That makes sense. But every time I was injured and I tried everything, it took some form of giving up to finally get the answers I needed. And it was, usually I was too stressed. Usually I was being a control freak about it. I wasn't open to other ideas out there. And so the tough thing about being injured for years is you become traumatized to a point where you're sick of even having hope. Like, man, I felt this way before. Yeah, you got the answers. I know, I've heard it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stretch it out and that's gonna fix it. And then stretching hurt me. I'm gonna go to PT and do what they tell me there. that shit ends up fixing it 2%. And you end up really calloused to even wanting to have hope again, because you're actually more comfortable accepting I just have a bad back and I'll just be smart, quote unquote. So that's a huge part of the game, is like being bold enough and delusional enough that you want to be healed one day. It's safer to take the risk of healing and risk getting hurt again than to just live your whole life hurt and be like, no, this isn't that bad. No, it fucking sucks. Like, you're not even 30 and you're here talking about my best days are behind me. I'm not doing sports anymore. I'm never gonna get back to that. Bro, you are making your coffin at 28. Like, and doctors will co-sign it. I went to the doctors and they literally told me to believe that. So strange looking back. Tell a 23-year-old kid, yeah, you shouldn't do sports anymore because you have mild to moderate injuries and I don't really know how to help you and I don't know if you're gonna find anyone that can help you, so just stop doing more damage. I respect the doctor saying, honestly, bro, I don't know what you should do, but I'm sure there's answers out there. Instead they say, I don't really know, you're not doing too good, we could get the surgery, you have 2 options that are lackluster, surgery, injections, rest. If you don't want any of those 3, I would probably just pack it up and become a hiker. It's like, so not true. Oh, thought that was a snake. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Low back is lost. Stop your day. Sheesh. I think we should split up.
I mean, I'll make it home.
The trail does look like it's
Dead. It's gone. It looks like some bears have been crawling on it.
This is Texas, bro. Learning the act of juggling. That's what this is. We got a lot of shit to juggle. And before trying to throw a fucking 8th ball in, I'm still trying to learn how to juggle 3. And then I'm dropping them. What the fuck? Well, I never really learned the basics of juggling, even leading myself, let alone a few people and then a community. So I'm just like, anger, I don't think is a real emotion. I think it's frustration of other shit than me just trying to be like a control freak or disappointed or sad about how I'm handling it. And the anger is just how I'm venting, but I don't gotta be angry. When I never learned how to fucking juggle, so I don't have to be tight. Being mad at a 5-year-old who doesn't know algebra, well, I'm gonna learn how to juggle, but fuck. Should be making you think you're uncoordinated because you jumped in at the wrong level. Like,
Every other level and just jump in.
right? It'll be all good. Like I said, sometimes you think you know it all and you're trying to fix a problem and you try something you would never try. You're like, wait, I have a back injury and you want me to do back extensions? That's the thing my body has said, never try. And because you're just trying to go the flow with someone else, you realize, oh shit, the thing I was exactly scared of might be what I'm missing. I would have never, ever tried it. And that's why I stay open to doing training that I'm normally, like, I think I know a lot. I'm like, that's kind of dumb. Like, I have a hamstring problem. I'm not gonna jog. I'm not gonna do kettlebell swings. Bro, I don't get closed off to anything anymore because that's the shit that keeps you injured. You know, the toughest part of trying to get back is your confidence to things, like to not hesitate for a jump, for a sport, not hesitate lifting, and then to like unlearn the blame of doing normal things. You'd be like, oh, I've tried to squat, tried to back squat, and I got a flare up. So stupid. It's like, nah, bro. Like, it's not forever stupid to do things.
Yeah.
But you lose the confidence. And then now you learn how to blame yourself for going outside your capacity, but the goal is to rebuild that. But we learn how to be injured mentally.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a big part, because like when you're really injured, it really affects your mental, and like coming back from that takes so much.
Yeah.
Rewiring your brain to be comfortable with the joints.
Right.
Brain.
That's why I call it evidence. Yeah. People think I'm trying to be cute. What does build evidence mean? It does mean build actual stimulus to the tissue, so there's adaptation, but it also means retrain your mind. And yeah, the nervous system and the firing patterns, but also just your psychology, your brain. Your fucking fear has to go. You need to build new evidence that it's smarter to be protected than it is to be avoidant. It's smarter to be protected than avoidant. So it's like, but you learn it's safe to be fragile, it's safe to be sensitive, it's safe to be avoidant. Got to build new evidence, because you can't tell somebody, okay, be confident. The only way you can find confidence is evidence. You have to literally see, I can do that. It's silly for me to feel fear because I just did that 10 times in a row and I didn't get hurt. There's no need for fear anymore. That's the only way you can tell someone build confidence. And that's the double-edged sword, though, is exposure causes desensitization. It's a good way. You're no longer sensitive. It makes you a little less, vulnerable to feeling fear, but at the same time, you can get desensitized to shit you shouldn't be desensitized to. Yeah. And now you're in a somewhat unhealthy environment in whatever way, and you're not realizing it till you leave and you come here, or you go somewhere else, and you're like, ooh, okay, I got used to the constant noise and people, but I feel better now that I'm out of it. Yeah. Maybe that isn't the best for all time. You can get used to sleep deprivation. Still sucks, but it's not until you take that long nap after you stayed up for 24 hours, you finally crash and sleep and it hits you and you're like, oh, I was sleep deprived. Because now you feel like you just hopped out the spaceship. You don't know what fucking galaxy you're in. Groggy as fuck. You can get desensitized to being alcoholic. You don't feel hangovers anymore. But you damn sure don't feel good, you just don't know. Suspect is